Let me see. Yeah, so there are some questions posted on Slido. Yeah, it was highlighted to me yesterday. Uh, that there are some messages on Slido uh, that seem to be suicidal. So I want to just do a shout out to um, those who are feeling depressed, feeling down, um, those who are having a hard time, difficulties in their life at this point in time. Um, not to despair, yeah, um, to seek help, yeah. I mean, the fact that if you leave a message on Slido, then uh, in a way it's a call for help, yeah. Um, yeah, so hang on in there. But it would be better if you either call the helpline number that we leave on Slido, or you can contact us if you would like to have a consult. Yeah, because if you leave a message and then by the time I reply, I don't know whether it's I don't know whether the timing is suitable or not. No, yeah, and also I think uh, it's is it's easier to address any concerns or any difficulties we may be facing if we have a direct call, either Zoom or voice call. So let us know. In any case, let me just address some of the questions posted. Sad Lonely Guy says, I keep on hearing Buddhists saying, if given a chance, they rather not marry or be in a relationship. But I really want a girlfriend. Am I a lousy Buddhist? Not all of these are related to suicidal thoughts. But, so the first question, am I a lousy Buddhist? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. In the Buddha's time, if you consider all the Buddhists being disciples of the Buddha, do you think the majority are monks and nuns? Or do you think the minority are monks and nuns? Sometimes we have a romantic idea or of the golden age. Yeah. Sometimes we may think, now is the declining age. So few people want to ordain. Yeah. Then we think that, oh, how I wish I can ordain and so on and so forth. Then we may think that, you see, in the Buddha's time, in the sutta, the Buddha was always talking to monks or nuns, or ascetics. It will appear as though everybody else is an ascetic, because there's so few lay persons' name that appear, right, compared to the monks and nuns' name. But the truth is, the Buddha in many sutta highlighted there are more who are lay people. There are very much, in comparison, much lesser who are monastics. Not that many ordained. Yeah. As compared to those who are lay people, there's not so many who ordain. Yeah. Also, don't be mistaken thinking that, oh, there's some golden age where everybody who meet the Buddha all ordain. Yeah. No, it's not the case. And among those who encounter the Dharma, fewer are those who are enlightened compared to those who are not enlightened. Among those who are enlightened, fewer are those who are, more are those who are Sotapanna, yeah, than those who are not. And so on until Arahant. Yeah. There are more who are not Arahant than those who are Arahant. This is what the Buddha said. Yeah. because it's very tough to be around. So, are you a lousy Buddhist? No, you're not a lousy Buddhist. Yeah. Uh, I can't comment further whether you are lousy or not lousy or what kind of Buddhist you are. But simply based on the fact that you want to have a girlfriend doesn't make you a lousy Buddhist. Yeah. Because if that's the case, then we have more lousy Buddhists than good Buddhists. Yeah. Uh, but so then why is it that it seems like you would hear Buddhists saying that if given a chance, they rather not marry or be in a relationship? Yeah. Um, this is because uh, they uh, they have experienced the first kind of suffering, the suffering of pain. Yeah, the suffering of pain. Mm. And maybe they learn a bit of Dharma and they start to see the futility of relationships or marriage. But I sometimes think that Buddhists who say that they rather not marry, it's not because they truly see the futility. Yeah, it's simply because they are not in a satisfying relationship or marriage. If they're in a satisfying marriage or relationship and they still say, oh, if I had learned Dharma, I would rather not, then it's likely that they have experienced or appreciate the second or even the third type of suffering, which is the suffering of loss. Yeah. And suffering of conditionality. Yeah. But that doesn't make those who are in a non-ideal marriage or relationship, it doesn't make them a lousy Buddhist also. It doesn't mean that, oh, because now they are now like they are suffering and then they learn Dharma and they say this, then it means that inferior people. No, yeah. At least they're able to realize that actually why are they in this state? You know? Yeah. Uh so but I really want a girlfriend. Mm. Important to whether you are Buddhist or not, important to know why you want a girlfriend. Yeah. I think a lot of people want a girlfriend or a boyfriend. I can only say I think, because for the longest time I also don't know why. Last time I had this question. Yeah, I have this thought also. Maybe I want a girlfriend. Then when I have a girlfriend, I quite naturally have this thought. Why do I have a girlfriend? What do I have a girlfriend? This question always pop up whenever I'm in a relationship, why do I need why am I in this? Why am I in the relationship? Yeah, I don't know why I have this kind of questions. Yeah. So I don't really know why other people want to have a girlfriend. Yeah. But over time, I observe myself, I observe others, I talk to people, then they talk to me, they tell me, they share their thoughts with me. And there are many different reasons why people would want to have a partner, whether it's a girlfriend or a boyfriend. Among which one is simply because everybody have one, or it appears like a lot of people have one. Like if among your peers, all of them have a girlfriend or boyfriend, then you may still start to feel like, why don't you have one? It's like small kids, mommy, I want to get a phone. Why do you need a phone? All my friends have phone already. Now, this is not to put down people who want to have a girlfriend or boyfriend for this reason. I'm just saying that we are, how do I put it? We have this tendency, yeah, and it's not something evil, it's not something so-called bad, but it's just that we don't feel comfortable to be different, so that could be one. Another reason could be we envy people who have one, and we may feel that it's desirable to have one. Yeah, they seem to enjoy so happily, you know. So we feel like maybe I can be happier if I have one. You know, so this could be another reason. Another reason could be basically just biological clock, you know. Yeah, at a certain age, you start to have desire for the opposite gender. Yeah, some earlier, some later. Some is so mild that it never happened. Yeah. For others, they may also have that desire, but they start to see that there are other things more worthy to pursue. It doesn't have to be religion, doesn't have to be Buddhism. Huh? There are some people who feel that their career is more desirable. You know, yeah, achievement of their intellect for some people is more desirable, more worthy of their time. Yeah, yeah. So there are different reasons why people want to be in a relationship, to have a girlfriend, boyfriend, and or not. So it's okay. Then there are also people who seek to have a girlfriend or boyfriend for companionship. Yeah, for companionship because they feel lonely. Yeah, because they don't want to be alone. Yeah, and of course there are people who seek a boyfriend girlfriend for a combination of different factors. Yeah, I've also met a student. The student told me that want to get married. Yeah, and at some point the conversation become very interesting. She says she just want to find a husband because she want to have kids. So that when I heard the statement, I was like, eh, so wait, so what you want is have kids? She said, yeah, not really have a husband. Then she's like, but I need a husband to have kids now. I'm like, uh, but that's so that means anyone who can actually just have kids with you, then you just marry the person. Then she thought about it, and she didn't give a clear-cut no, you know. Yeah. Now, having heard that, I don't want you all to think any lesser of individuals who have this thought also. Because what's, what's so great about one desire over the other? Or what's so bad about one desire over the other? It's all about dissatisfying your desire, you know. But of course, granted, in some cases, we may say, but if you're going to be in a relationship, shouldn't the ideal be to find someone that you really connect with, that you really love and care for, you know? Yeah. Shouldn't that be the case? And I would say, yeah, of course. That's what I always tell people. Like, if you're gonna go through all the trouble to have a girlfriend, boyfriend, be in a relationship, get married, you know, you better do it for love, lah. Don't do it for money. Don't do it because of this or that. Yeah. Because every single morning you're gonna wake up. Like, imagine, I always say this, right? Imagine you sleep, then morning you wake up, then you turn around. You don't want to be turning around to a nightmare, you know. That is very difficult to end. Dream, no matter how scary the dream is, all it takes is someone to shake you. All it takes is an alarm. Then you wake up. Then you're like, oh, wow, third night in a row. Wow, marriage is a longer time than that. You know, how many times do you have serial nightmare, where it's the same nightmare again and again? Very few. Once in a while, you have those serial drama kind of dream where it's continuation. But marriage, if you marry the wrong person, every day you wake up, oh, sleep, better sleep. Oh, yeah, sleep. Want to sleep. You know, then you have people who don't want to go back home. If the person you marry is someone that you really love and really, well, put it bluntly, desire, then you want to go back home every day. You know, you can't wait to go back home. Yeah, granted. Then if you're watching this on YouTube, or the rest of you, you might be wondering, Sifu, I thought you're supposed to encourage us to not desire. Well, yes, I do tell people that. Then why are you telling us to find someone that you desire to get married? If you're going to get married, then might as well just find someone that you desire, right? That you really love, right? Yeah. Why do it half-half? Find someone that you really love and you really care for and really spend your life caring for that person. At least if you cannot be compassionate to the whole world, be compassionate to one person. At least if you cannot bring happiness to the rest of the world, be like a Bodhisattva, at least really be genuine to bring happiness to that one person. At least be Bodhisattva to one person. don't do it half then. Like, don't know what you want to do then. Anyhow, just the words, like to me, you get married just to satisfy yourself. Then you are not even Bodhisattva to one person. I'm very sad. Yeah. So to me, it's okay that you want to have a girlfriend. Yeah. But really find someone that you can say you want to care for. Yeah. But to start off, then your starting point shouldn't be I want a girlfriend. Yeah. Because that statement is just simply about you. It's not about whether that person like you. Which is how many people get themselves stuck, right? They just like a person, and the person don't like them, then they continue to like the person. You like the person for what? The person don't like you. That is a person, not a cha bee hoon, no? I want to eat cha bee hoon. Then you just go and buy and eat, no? That is called cha bee hoon. Cha bee hoon, you can just buy and eat because you like to eat, then you can just eat. Person cannot. Person, you cannot say, I like you, so you must like me. Cannot. Or I don't care whether you like me. I just want to have you. Cannot. Yeah, can if you are in ancient times, then you are a warlock. Ancient times, you also must have power. You must be a warlord or something. And even then, that's bad karma. Then much more now. Now, can you do that? Cannot. Don't do that. Yeah. If you really love a person, then why should you imprison a person in a relationship simply because you like that person? What kind of like is that? That's just desire. That's just lust. Yeah. So if you really want a girlfriend in a very nice way, don't go around looking for a girlfriend. Yeah. Treat people around you nicely. Be a friend to people around you. Learn to be happy with yourself first. Yeah, I've been giving the same advice to people around me for the longest time. If you cannot be happy with yourself, by yourself, who wants to be with you? Not to mention to be in a relationship with you, no. Who wants to hang out with you if you're not happy? Shifu, aren't friends supposed to be there for you even if you're not happy? Yes, the premise is you're already friends. Yeah, only counselors want to be with you if you are sad. That's counselors. Or family will be already born there. Family already, you said I still have to be there with you. I will want to be there for you even if you are sad. Because already family, that will be born in the same family. What to do? and pass karma. Yeah. But for friendship, it usually must start off where the experience is happy. Yeah, and for you to have a happy experience with others, you must learn to be happy by yourself with yourself first. Yeah. Don't spend time trying to look for a girlfriend. It's very difficult. Very difficult. Yeah. And the relationship or the friendship will start off in a very, to me, very awkward manner. Because it means that you have another agenda, no? To know that person, your agenda is just to find a girlfriend. It's like looking for a job. Looking for a job is different, right? Yeah. Imagine if your friend, if people it's like think about it, right? Why is it that we are quite repulsed when we are stopped in the middle of a road or at the MRT station or bus stop, and people come to you with a clipboard, and then they ask you, do you have time? Can I talk to you for a while? Why do you feel a bit repulsed? Because you know they have other agenda. You know, they can tell you anything they want right in the first 10 seconds, but you know that, come on, you're trying to sell me something. You know, either some product, you're trying to get money from me, or you're trying to get my faith. Put it bluntly, right? You're trying to sell me something. So the same thing for a relationship. If people get to know you because they are trying to get you to introduce them to some company or somebody or something, then you feel like, wow, you just want to use me, right? Similarly, if you want me, you want to get to know me simply because you want to have a girlfriend, you're trying to use me as a girlfriend or boyfriend for that matter, then it is very, people will just feel a bit strange. Yeah, but it can still work. I think it can still work if you manage to find someone who just want to be someone's girlfriend. And then perfect match. The person just want to be someone's girlfriend, not you in particular. You also just want to find a girlfriend, not her in particular, and you all found each other. Then you can be a match. May not be happy, but just a match. Yeah. I say may not be happy because can't say for sure. At some point, maybe that need wears off, and you go beyond that need, and you start to appreciate each other. Then that can last longer. But of course, as the Buddha also share with us, and we can see for ourselves, no matter how long, this one life. Yeah, and depending on how you interact with each other, then the karmic seeds planted in conjunction with each other determines how you're going to meet each other in the future life. Whether it's going to be a wholesome meeting or unwholesome meeting. Oh. Anonymous said, Shifu, how to react if something is wrong with our body? Sudden chest pain internally. Sudden chest pain internally. Went to see doc, but nothing. Pain came back again. Quite worrying. This question, I need more context. If you are, depending on your age, if you are, let's say, 40 plus 50 onwards, then it could be certain conditions. If you are much younger, then depends. The chest pain can be heart attack, can be fatigue, yeah, can be a lot of different reasons. Or quite worrying, yes, of course, it can be quite worrying. But this kind of question, better to have to come online, and then we can discuss, yeah, either in the morning sitting or have arranged for a private session or Zoom private session. Yeah, because I need to ask questions to know the context, then I can advise. And especially because it's physiological. I'm not a trained doctor. Yeah, I'm not even an untrained doctor. So I don't want to leave you with any suggestion beyond saying continue to observe, and if it repeats, seek medical treatment. Yeah, otherwise it's irresponsible for me without any context. Does monk need to go for reservice? Yes, you are required to go for reservice. Your monastery, you can go to the ask your monastery or your temple or the Buddhist organizations you are affiliated with to write a letter to certify that you are a full-time monastic. Send it to your unit or CMPB, then they will assess, and if cleared, then they will send you a letter of deferment for 1 year. I remember the 4 letters that I received was the various letters I received was in lieu of your service to the nation as a full-time monastic, full-time religious person, we are pleased to grant you 1 year deferment. Yeah. So the following year they sent again. Yeah. And after some number of years, they post me to a different unit, like a holding list, all the way. But even at that point in time, if Singapore go to war, I'm still under recall. Yeah. Then when I hit 40, then they put me under MR, military reserve. Military reserve, what does it mean? It means that if Singapore go to war, all able men, yeah, and women, if you were under, if you ever served in a military before, will still be called back. Yeah. I think I will offer to go and do chanting. Yeah. Yeah. But before that happened, I hope by having all these talks online, we contribute to, and by your, don't think that it's just me, by you all attending this class, and by you all, whoever is watching this now, listening to this, to the various talks that not just me, but various venerables provide online, I hope this move everybody, not just Singapore, everybody, that one step away from war, that one step away from conflict, that one step away from misunderstanding, from one step away from doubts, fear, anxiety. That's the only way to stop war. War cannot be stopped by having more weapons. Have more weapons, more likely to kill each other, you know. So I hope that they don't come. Yeah. By and large, as a whole, globally, where our current generation have done extremely well, despite occasionally US go here and stir here, stir there, you know. But by and large, compared to the past few centuries, yeah, since like 1,000 years ago until now, the whole world globally have done tremendously well. Yeah, I'm not. This is not from my own thinking. I've read different articles and they talk about how, while it seems like there's a lot of conflict, yeah, but if you look at the whole timeline from 1,000 years ago until now, we have enjoyed relative peace. Yeah, most of the conflict are quite isolated. Yeah, not that there is something to celebrate over, but we have relative peace. Yeah. We have relative peace compared to the past few centuries. And we're not even talking about World War I and II. Those are terrible. But before that, Europe, 三天两头我打你，你打我. You know, China, yeah, yeah, from the early Qin Shi Huang, then the Shang Cao before that, then the Chun Qiu Zhanguo 时代, yeah, then 南北朝, then all the way until Tang, Song, Yuan, Ming, Qing. A lot of the dynasties, like let's say like one whole dynasty, right? In between doesn't mean it's all peace, no. Yeah, there's subsection of the dynasty, and each time is always right? Very tumultuous. Human history has been wrought with so much violence. Yeah. So I remember when I was in secondary school, the total defense, the 5 arms of defense, the last one was military. And I remember clearly the person from, I don't know which ministry or what, when they did do the presentation, they highlighted military is not the first option. It's always our last option. Yeah, there's the economic defense, the social or psychology defense. There's the civil defense. Then I always can't remember the fourth one. But the last one is always then military defense. It's like Singapore's policy last time, I don't know about now, is like no choice, then we fight. We don't want to fight. I mean, partly because we don't have place to fight. The moment we start fighting, people start shelling, gone. Singapore gone. Yeah, because if you ever get trained in military, you know that Singapore is so small. They just start shelling a few places because bomb, it's not like in the movie. Boom! You see the person can run here, run there, run here, run there. Boom, 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 boom. Run here, run here, run there. In real life, the RT shell, there's a 50-meter radius fatality range. I mean, yeah, and those were the ones I was training some 20 years ago. Right? Yeah, and the larger radius is you get immobilized, no? So Singapore, they just shot a few places, all of us, hell, we're gonna fight. So better don't fight. How to control and manage? Oh, actually, these are all different questions. Huh? What?
Yes, Shiva, it's posted like one by one by one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I won't answer all questions, otherwise could they become extended again? So the rest I will, let me see, are there any particular one that, all these are by anonymous, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so anonymous can be different people. So I'll just look at any particular one that requires immediate attention. Tired of proving myself, wanted suicide but scared. If it isn't strong enough to kill me, I will be blamed by everyone when I wake up. There's a possibility that you will be blamed by everyone when you wake up. But that's not the only possibility. The other possibility is when you wake up, then you have two problems. One, which is your original problem. The other problem is now you are incapacitated. So instead of one problem, now you have two problems. And in fact, it's not just two problems, because I think whether we survive or we don't survive suicide, people around us will be devastated. Be it our family members, our friends, our colleagues, or even people who have known us in passing, and even strangers. Yeah, even strangers. Think about it. When we walk on the street and you see a dead bird on the street, we feel, ayah, you see roadkill, you see a cat gonna run over, you feel, ayah, right? It affects us. So if we were to, let's say, commit suicide in a certain way, no matter how you commit suicide, people will know, right? Now, I'm not suggesting for you to try to commit suicide in a way where nobody knows. Please, this is not an endorsement or, urging you to go and do that. My point is, it will affect others. And it's not simply that they are upset with you and they will blame you. It's that it will hurt them. They'll be devastated. Yeah. That doesn't mean that whatever we are facing is any easier. Yeah. For a person to consider death, there's the standard, in counseling, in psychology, there's a standard, 3H and 1P or something. Yeah, hopeless, helpless. I always can't remember the third H. It must be in a situation where it is so overwhelming. We don't seem to see an option that is possible. Yeah. So just because people will be devastated doesn't make this any lesser. But just to address the question that, oh, you'll be blamed by everyone, maybe some people will blame you. I can't say that nobody will blame you. Yeah. But why do they blame you? It's because they are devastated as well. Yeah. But if we come back to the earlier part of this particular question, tired of proving myself, there are reasons why we want to prove ourselves. And I'm going to be presumptuous here because we are not here to, whoever wrote this is not here to share with me why you want to prove yourself. So I have to be presumptuous to continue to share, okay? The fact that we want to prove ourselves to others, in all likelihood, means that we need people's affirmation. Nothing wrong with that. But we've got to sometimes keep that in check. Yeah. Because you must know that, or rather, let me put it this way. When I was much younger, much younger, when I was like as a teenager or early 20s, I do feel that need to so-called prove to others. And even not just prove to others, but to like satisfy people, to please people, you know. But I come to a certain point in my maybe somewhere around mid or slightly earlier than mid-20s, where it suddenly just clicked in my mind that I'm not able to please everybody. No matter how well I try, how hard I try, how well I do in a certain way, there will be people who are not satisfied with me. Yeah. I remember this conversation between me, my mom, and my younger sister. And I told them, I said, it has occurred to me this, that there will be people who are not satisfied with what I do or what I say, or and so on and so forth. Even if I'm a stone just sitting there, someone will come along and think that I'm blocking the way and kick me over. That's exactly what I told them. I said, I'm not going to spend my life trying to satisfy everybody anymore. Be careful, This is where you might go from Bruce Wayne to Joker. And for those who are not informed, this is the Batman story. You may go from being Batman trying to save the world to being Joker. Don't be a jerk as a result, okay? Just because you're gonna please everyone doesn't mean you must go and annoy everyone. Yeah, because tired of proving yourself, you may then say, "Oh, I give up." Then you want to die, or you may actually form resentment. No, don't go there. You may form resentment like, "Well, you cannot be satisfied." No, then one day you may realize that actually it's not your problem, it's their problem. Then you may feel, "Well, because of your problem, you are not satisfied." Then I spend so many years of my life just trying to satisfy you all, trying to prove to you all. Well, then you may start to have resentment. Don't waste your life this way. Not that you're stupid or what, but don't waste your life in this way. Whatever time that we have spent doing whatever we think is important is already done, already spent. From this point onward, it's more important to ask yourself how you want to spend the next day, how you want to spend today, the rest of your life. If you feel that people have wasted your time because you thought you need to prove to them, and then later on you realize that actually they cannot be satisfied, then spend your time on people that is worth your time. That's a better way than to spend your time being resentful over people who is not worth your time at all. You know? When seek something that interests you. Now, of course, there'll be people who come and tell me, "Oh, Sifu, I don't find anything interesting." Well, then maybe you need to work on that. Since young, I feel very blessed because of this one thing, you know. There are many things I'm thankful for, I'm grateful for, and I feel blessed over. But there's one thing that's to me so crucial, which is for me, I'm curious about things. Yeah, you can ask my family. Since young, And somehow, most people, when they grow up, they stop being curious. They stop being interested in new things. But for me, I'm still in that state. So can you imagine how high I am all these years? Yeah. So, I mean, there are many ways around this. Doesn't mean that you must be curious about everything. But yeah, don't spend your time being resentful over all those things as well. Let me see. That wanted a break from everything else. Okay, I think a few of these are related, so I think I should just read them quickly. Trying my best to live up to older generations' expectations, but it is never enough because of my age. I can't tell people, but it's a sign of a strawberry. Now, the last statement, I'm not so sure what the person is trying to say. I can't tell people. I can't tell, because this person don't seem to use much comma punctuation. So without comma punctuation, sometimes the meaning can be quite different, like the earlier statements. So I can't tell people, but it's a sign of strawberry. So are you saying that or admitting that you are a strawberry? Or are you saying that you can't tell people because they will tell you that it's a sign of a strawberry? Yeah, that you can't tell people that this is how you feel. Yeah. Trying my best to live up to older generation seems to be the same as the link to the earlier one. I'm tired of proving myself. To live up to older generations' expectations. Yeah. I think we have to get one thing straight. It's not just older generation that have expectation. Everybody have expectation. Younger generation need to get this out of their brain, that there's the older and younger generation thing. Yes, there are different generation, and yes, different generation would have different expectation, but don't act as though only old people have expectation. You all don't have. Young people don't have expectation. Have. You expect people to pay you well, give you little work, and then when you do things wrong, still don't criticize you. You also have expectation, right? And just because you think you have a right to demand that, why can't older generation have the right to tell you off when you don't meet the expectation? Right? Why is it that younger generation's expectation of people is always deemed as the gold standard, and everybody else's expectation is bias, is judgment, is whatever, is all things negative? Then younger generations have everything right. What are the chances? I'm not saying that older generations have everything right. I'm saying what are the chances that one particular generation has everything figured out, everybody else got it wrong. Especially when the younger generation, by virtue that you are younger, you haven't experienced everything. What makes you think that your conclusion would be more correct than others? Not necessarily more wrong, but what makes you think it will be more correct? And just because you say that you want to commit suicide doesn't make you right. You cannot just say, oh, I want to commit suicide, then everybody have to agree with you. Cannot. I will still say cannot. I hope you don't go and commit suicide because of this. Because if you do, everybody's going to blame me and say, see, Sifu, you never agree with him, then now he commits suicide. But we shouldn't blackmail people like that. We shouldn't hold people ransom like that. Which is what I see in younger generation. 动不动我要自杀, then everybody 怕了咯. Then nobody can tell you off咯. But that's, you know what? There's a word for it. It's called ransom. Yeah. By threatening or suggesting you want to commit suicide, whether you want or not, that's another thing. But by putting it on your mouth day in, day out, or occasionally, you're making people, you are warping people's decision. You're trying to get people to lie to you, actually. You're trying to get people to say what you want them to say. That's manipulation. That's emotional blackmail. That's ransom. It's not right. And this goes out not just to whoever wrote this, but to a good number of the younger generation. I don't say that older generation don't do that. There are older generation who do that. but it's a matter of proportion. How many older generation people 动不动就要自杀? Not so much. I think, okay, anecdotal. I never do any study, but last I checked, according to some reports, suicide attempts are on the rise for younger people. Yeah. Whether you are younger or older generation, I think it's important to ask ourselves, why are we trying to prove anything to anybody? Is it more about them or about ourselves? Yeah. Is it more about us trying to get people to affirm us? It's okay to want that. But just because you want that doesn't mean people have to affirm you, right? Unless you want people to lie to you, sure. Yeah, let's form a club called the Feel Good Club. You come in, you just anyhow shoot one drawing, then you say, wow, amazing work. Wow. You want to lie? You want to lie? Go and watch Grammy Award. Yeah. You want people to just lie to you, go and watch a movie. Movies are all about lies, right? Characters in the movie all lying. All the talk show, all the, all those reality shows, all those are lies. You want that? You can watch lah. Don't have to expect real life people to lie to you like those those shows. Yeah, but that's reality. Amitabha. Yeah. I started today wanting to to not go so long. Yeah, but this to me are crucial, pertinent things that are troubling the younger generation. Yeah, and I don't mean I don't think lesser of the generation. I think for some reason they have been shortchanged. Shortchanged by who? Shortchanged by well-meaning people who keep on who keep on giving them the impression that they're not strong enough, that they need to be protected, they need to be cajoled, they need to be wrapped around, and partly shortchanged by themselves because they buy into that. In my time, if people were to try to strawberry us, we feel insulted. It's like, oh, what you think what? I kunyang ah? Huh? You think you need to do that to me? Ah? Hey, I'm tough, But I don't know. I don't think all of the younger generation are like that. But if you're like that, if you keep on hearing people comment on you saying that you are strawberry, then you can ask yourself, are you strawberry or not? If you're not strawberry, stop acting strawberry. Yeah, and start believing in yourself that you can be better, that you are stronger than what people tell you, even well-meaning people. That you don't have to be hurt and beaten down simply because of one statement people say. Simply because the older generation have certain expectation and they don't put it across in the nicest way, like how I'm doing now, not in the nicest way, and then you feel hurt. Why must you be hurt? Why can't you not be hurt? Yeah, this is my challenge to younger generation. Why can't you not be hurt? Why can't you realize that you have more potential, that you can manage your emotions, that you are in charge of your emotions, that my mouth, my words have no control over you? But nowadays, unfortunately, you have been sold this idea that, oh, your emotions, whatever fleeting emotions that arise is all that matters. Then you basically resign your happiness to whatever people say. And to me, that is the sad state of things. There's so much potential in the younger generation to be strong, to be resilient, to be able to say, yeah, you say whatever you want to say, but I'm going to assess it with my wisdom, because I have wisdom. I have that potential to be able to be resilient. And I'm going to assess what you say and say, does that make sense? If it makes sense and I'm wrong, I accept it. If what you say doesn't make sense, I don't have to fight with you. I don't have to get upset as well because my emotions, my happiness is more important. I'm not going to weep and cry because someone don't like me as well. I'm going to choose happiness instead of choosing to have my life run by your words or ruined by your words. I think younger generation have this potential, but you need to think that. If you don't think that, then nobody can help you. If you don't think that, then you are indeed a strawberry. But if you're not a strawberry, prove me wrong. Prove everybody else wrong. Be something that is not a strawberry. Yuan xiao san zang zu fan nao.
愿消三藏诸烦恼，
愿得智慧真明了。
愿得智慧真明了。
不愿罪障悉消除。
不愿罪障悉消除，
世世常行菩萨道。
世世常行菩萨道。
阿弥陀佛。
阿弥陀佛。
Till we meet again, may be guided and protected by the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And as always,
乖乖，
I was going to say have a strawberry day ahead. Why not? Let's all have a strawberry day ahead. See how much happier you are. Have a happy strawberry day ahead.
Strawberry is nice.
Yeah. Okay, Stacy.
Thank you, 师父。
Bye.
Happy birthday, Siwin.
Oh, Sui's birthday, huh? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Siwin.
birthday, Suyin.
Bye bye.
Bye.
So bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.